What's up, you beautiful rock stars? Jim Chandler with Rock Your Best Vocals, professional vocal coach for over 20 years and professional singer for over 30 years, here to help you with your Monday mindset motivation. I'm so excited about this one. Why? Because you clicked on this probably because you believe your voice isn't getting any better. So I'm here to break down a few reasons why, but even more so at the end. If you go and listen to the very end, don't skip to the very end, because there's a few things in here that might click with you. But any of these things that I'm going to mention, any of these things that you are doing are really not going to make a difference unless you understand the power of the last one that I'm going to share with you. So go through the whole video, but then at the end I'm going to share something very special with you, and I want to invite you to go a little bit further with that. So let's get into it now. The first thing, let me ask you, what are you practicing? Are you just practicing scales? Are you practicing exercises? Or are you just looking at YouTube videos? Are you just watching YouTube videos without even doing them? So and what YouTube videos are you watching? Like I am watching a lot of YouTube videos. I subscribe to a lot of YouTube coaches. And I tell you what, a lot of them have some really pretty funky, weird misinformation, disinformation, whatever you want to call it, but it's just bad coaching, for if you ask me, in my opinion. I mean, it ranges from one coach talking about sticking a knife down the back of your throat. I don't know how that is going to help you. Another coach talks about I'm laughing here, but this is seriously incorrect. That your vocal cords stop food from going down into your lungs, and that's just not the case.
Normally, food and liquids move from the mouth into the esophagus directed by a precise sequence of coordinated muscle movements. When a swallow is initiated, the epiglottis flips down, protecting the airway. The cricopharyngeus muscle, or upper esophageal sphincter, relaxes and opens to allow food and liquids to pass into the esophagus.
And then another vocal coach talks about how you can't control your diaphragm. So you are able to control it. If you're able to inhale at will, you're able to control your diaphragm, because that's what brings the air into your lungs. Okay, so there's a lot of misinformation, disinformation, and quirky, bad information. The next thing is, how often are you practicing? Are you practicing every day, once a week? Are you practicing like an hour a day? What are you doing? How are you utilizing that practice? How often are you doing it? Because if you don't practice often enough, you know yourself that you're not going to really get any better. So I don't really have to tell you that too much. Are you practicing with intention? Like, are you setting out to say, today's practice, I am going to work on this. I'm going to work on a specific scale. I'm going to work on a specific song. I'm going to practice with intention, with a particular style, like a rock style or something like that. So the intention behind the practice is just important as what you are practicing. Then, are you setting goals with that? With your practice, are you setting, like, say, for example, are you setting goals that you want to achieve with your voice over a certain amount of time? Because if you do that, then you'll have at least a target to work towards, rather than just kind of going, okay, well, I'm going to practice scales every day. Because then if you just practice scales every day, I mean, that's great, but like, why are you doing that? Why are you just practicing scales every day? Are you practicing scales every day so you can be really good at scales? Or are you just doing that as as a warm-up maybe? Because I use scales as a warm-up, but then when I'm practicing, I'm actually practicing songs that I'm going to sing live with my band, because that makes the most sense. I want to be able to sing those. I want to be able to sing the songs live for people, because in the end of the day, you really want to sing songs, right? You don't want to just get up in front of people and sing scales, okay? So that's very important. You want to transition to songs as soon as possible, because that's where it really gets important to actually practice, because you want to be able to pull off the songs. And if you're just practicing scales and you go to hit a note in a song and you're not hitting it because the type of vowel that it is or something like that might be a little bit different than if you're singing just la 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 la's or something. La 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 is a lot different than oh my baby was coming to me and she said, something like that. It's just a little bit different in the way you're kind of phrasing words and things that go over something that could be like a scale, but you're actually using words. Then if you're setting goals, are you tracking them? Tracking goals is very important. You have to look back and go, okay, where did I actually achieve, what I thought I was going to achieve by this date? Because if you just set goals and you never look at them and you kind of never look what you've achieved, then you won't really know that you're going towards the right place. If you kind of just set a goal and you stick it in a drawer, go, okay, at the end of the year, I'd like to sing 20 songs or something, to put together a set or something like that. And you just put it in a drawer and then you never look at it. You never look and go, have I learned, however many songs per month that I need by the end of the year to learn these 20 songs? So it's very important to track the goals. I know this from experience in my life. I've always written down New Year's resolutions and then stuck them away in a drawer, and then you look at the resolution the next year and you go, oh my God, I didn't achieve any of this because I didn't track it. So it took me a long time to learn that tracking goals is very important. So if you're kind of a lot younger than I am, you want to know that tracking goals is very important. Write them down, look at them often, and track them. Have them in your face where you can see them all the time, and then track them. And then that way you will achieve them that much more. Now we're here to the most important part that I asked you to stay for, is what do you believe about your singing? Okay, if you believe that you're not getting any better, what are your beliefs and your stories around why you're not getting any better? Are you just telling yourself that you're not getting better, that you're not going to be able to get better? Are you saying that you believe that your voice will never be as good as such and such, a certain person? Are you telling yourself a story around that? Well, I can't really practice because I don't have a place to practice. So a lot of our lives are shaped around stories and beliefs around why we can or can't achieve something. So there is a saying, I think this comes from the Bible, which says, that which you believe will be true or will come true. So your mind will, if you believe something in your mind, you will actually achieve it. Now, I know this sounds like a lot of woo-woo, hocus-pocus BS, right? But I guarantee you can reprogram your mind. You can reprogram your beliefs. I'm working on a few beliefs right now that I know are limiting beliefs, limiting me to what I want to achieve in life, and I need to change those. And how do we go about changing these? We go about changing these through just looking at what the beliefs are. First of all, you've got to be aware of what your beliefs are. So listen to your mind, listen to what you're saying to yourself, listen to your self-talk and go, well, I don't believe I'm ever going to get any better because, I wasn't born with a good voice, or my family wasn't musical, or whatever it is, whatever your story is. Stories and beliefs are very tied together. You'll have a story around something that's tied to your belief. Your story might be, well, I didn't grow up in a musical family, therefore I'm probably never going to be able to be a good singer. Well, that's a story, but your belief is that you're never going to be able to be a good singer because of that story that's behind that. Or people tell themselves a story that, oh, well, when I get home, like I like to just relax and stuff like that, and I don't want to focus on practice and things like that. Well, that's a story and that's a belief around what you like to do when you come home. And you could say just as easily, I like to practice first when I come home. And a lot of this has habits and other things to do with that. But that's why I'm also going to share with you what I would like to do is expand all of this because what I'm talking about here with the beliefs and stories is only a small snippet of a snippet which I'm going to invite you to click below on the confidence course, which is even a bigger snippet, but it's still a snippet of the Bulletproof Vocal Confidence course, which breaks down all of this stuff down, your belief, your stories, your identity, your habits, and it's a transformational course. It's not just information about how you can change things, and because everybody can go through an informational course and they could look at it and go, wow, that's really good information, like reading a book and then close the book and then you're done with it. You put it back on the shelf and you forget about it and you never do anything that's in that. But the Bulletproof Vocal Confidence course, it kind of forces you through this process to look at your values and your goals and put clarity around that, so you know where you want to go in life with your voice, with anything. Now, this doesn't just work for singers. This works for performers. This works for just anybody. But this whole concept of confidence comes down to all of the things that shape that confidence, right? So it's your beliefs, your stories, and your habits, and your values and your vision, and all of that stuff is covered in my Bulletproof Confidence course. But so if you want to take that free confidence training, that gives a little bit of an introduction to what you can find in the course, but again, it's only a small snippet. And if you sign up for the Bulletproof Vocal Confidence course, there's going to be a very special offer coming out in January 2023. So if you're watching this way later, I might do the same thing next January. But in January, I know everyone is struggling with goals. They're struggling with trying to create a new you. And this is something that this transformational course, right, the Bulletproof Vocal Confidence course, will transform you. It will transform your life. And I mean that sincerely, because I went through something very similar to this, only a lot more expensive. And it transformed my life. And I want that for everybody that's involved. Also, click the link down below, and I'll put a link down below for a free hypnosis. It's a self-hypnosis that will help you to reprogram your subconscious mind around your limiting beliefs. And there's instructions in there, but what you do is you just relax and you listen to this, and you put a vision in your head of what you want to achieve. And if you listen to this, at least in the morning and at least at night, those are the two times when you're most susceptible that it will get through to your subconscious mind, and it explains that if you click the link below. But normally I charge for this, but there's a few times where I give this away free, and I'm going to give this away free because it's January 2023, and I want you to do the best that you can. I want the best for you, because I love you so much. And thank you very much for watching. I hope this helps. And if it does, please like and subscribe for more of these Monday Mindset Motivation videos. And share it around with your friends. If you know somebody that's maybe feels like they're not improving with their voice, a lot of it comes down to the beliefs and stories around what they can achieve with their voice. But also click the link down below to get on that free confidence training and sign up for the Bulletproof Vocal Confidence course. Will be opening soon, and I have a very special offer, but only if you click the link will you find out about that. The special offer is going to be coming up in January, so please click the link down below and get on that before it's too late, okay? Rock your best vocals where your best keeps getting better. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.